All right, people, what the hell is going on? It is time for me to shoot another video without shit else to talk about. It's been a little minute since I made another video and ain't really nothing been happening, so that's how it is. It's nice and slow and boring around here. Sparkling water. Not from the lack of trying or passively trying or whatever the hell you call it when I do it. But the whole dating scene is it's dry as usual. There ain't nothing going on. Had to run across nobody that's doing anything. So, but in all fairness, they probably think the same thing about me, which is fair. I'm not gonna, we don't have the people that I run across who might not have whatever in common, and whatever, that thing that keeps y'all connected. I don't much worry about it. Just keep going, keep swiping and seeing who the hell I run across, and stick to my my theory of just you just talk to people without any expectation, and a lot of people don't get that. They'll tell you all this, that, and the other, give you these long ass stories about them and other people and how they operate and all this other shit. It's just, at the end of the day, same result. You know what I'm saying? You both end up going your separate ways. Like I put in my profiles, and I hate when the damn music changes. The last song was louder than the last one. God dang. The goddamn made me forget what the hell I was talking about. Shit. Anyway, I missed my mouth with my damn chip. What was I? See, that's how you know I'm getting old, man. That's how you know I'm getting old. But anyway, stick to my theory of I just talk to people, no expectation. You never know what you're gonna get out of them. You never know what you're gonna think of people beyond when you first run across them. That's like if as far as looks and stuff like that. There's certain things with looks and other superficial aspects of people that can't be overlooked. You know what I'm saying? But I get the point, but there are limits. But other than that, I mean, I talk to everybody, even the folks that are well beyond what I would even consider dating long term. And a lot of folks, well, first of all, you're on a dating app, so what you expect that you're gonna run across, and I'm talking about me, people are on there looking for their forever boo and all that other shit. I wouldn't mind finding that. I really wouldn't. But for you to be that, you gotta be able to get through all this other shit. You gotta get through the get to know you phase. My get to know you phase, not yours. You know what I'm saying? Our shit might line up with whatever the fuck, but you gotta be able to get through mine. We can't get through mine, then ain't shit happening on my end. And mine is kind of long and moves kind of slow, because if I gotta dwindle myself down to where I'm only dealing with you, I gotta make sure it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? What's the risk reward? You're talking about wasting time. Oh well. And I go through all these people, all these profiles and stuff, and every once in a while, I don't really go through profiles until I actually come in contact with people on a dating app. And you read their profiles. Some of the profiles be empty. And yeah, I'm not a person that's going to sit there and ask you 1,000 questions, and that's the problem for a lot of people. They be sitting there waiting for me to ask them, go through that whole little routine of asking them 101 goddamn questions. I give no shits about any of that. I'll start caring about shit once it come up. A lot of shit that they got going on ain't none of my business. I'm not attached to you to the point where I need to know all of that. Eventually, yeah, but right up front, no. Unless you just want me to start judging you off of shit that probably ain't fair. Yeah. You don't want that, then shit. You start that goddamn interview, just talk. And it could happen. People do it all the time. Folks just talk. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they do. They just talk. I do it all the time. Most people you run across, no, they want to sit there and ask you a bunch of questions. The questions that don't mean shit. People ask me a bunch of questions that don't mean shit, and I don't have an answer for them, and that's frustrating for them, because I'm like, they ain't got shit to do with me or you. It's a question about some other shit that I'm like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an opinion. I don't care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm hungry, so y'all gonna have to just. I thought I was just gonna grab like a chip and eat it, but it's a Lay's, man. I bet you can't only eat just one. Anyway. Yep, and when it come down to the question, that brings me down to this shit right here. Well, somebody hit me up. Hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. So, instead of the whole, so tell me about yourself thing that people like to throw out there, I'm gonna have to get the damn distance on this goddamn camera right. My head. So, my vision impairment. And there's no nice way for me to really say that I got that information on my profile. It's informational. It's a courtesy. So you know beforehand. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the type of person or something you want to deal with. Because a lot of other shit can get thrown into the mix without folks knowing. And then they meet you or start talking to you, then all this other shit start popping up. I've met handicapped people before. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, you can barely walk. You know what I'm saying? Half your body don't move and all this other kind of shit. And I'm like, that'd have been some nice shit to know before I done, drove my ass out on this side of town to see you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of women have been through that kind of stuff dealing with dudes and stuff, but I done been through it dealing with women. Well, it's like, okay, man, I have some shit that I probably should have known, beforehand. But I put it on now. Okay. You got, vision impairment and a list of other things. Because that's how I operate. I let you know, all right, this is the shit this is it right here. But it ain't it, but it's just like, this is some shit that's going on with me that ain't for the change. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about this list of things right here. So if any of those are a problem, it is what it is. Oh well, bye. But those things there, like what my vision is, there's a courtesy. It's not a conversation piece. And to them it might be interesting, but to me, no. I don't want to sit here and talk about that shit over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? How many times you want to go through the story of, how your vision got to the point the way it was? I don't give a damn how good you look, how much I think I like you. I don't want to talk about the shit. I'll let you know what is. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how far along we get, You know, you'll get more details on that, you know, eventually. But other than what's going on right the here and now, what's happening right now, I don't want to explain all that again. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know. One woman a couple of days ago just, you know, replied to a message I had sent, and first thing come out of my mouth, yeah, so tell me about this vision impairment. No, I don't see, and my message was back to her, I don't see very well. That's it. And she was out of there. No, fuck you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit there and talk about this. There's a whole bunch of other things you can talk about. That ain't one of them. I put up there that I'm vision impaired. I'm legally blind. You know, I would put in my profile that, you know, I'm legally blind, but, you know, blah, 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 blah. You don't get enough characters to do that. You can't put that kind of information out there until you've actually talked to folks to where I'm like, okay, my vision is bad. You know what I'm saying? Can't be outside turning during the day. It's too goddamn bright. Can't go outside at night. It's too fucking dark. And I can barely see indoors in artificial light. Okay. That's basically it. You know, and that kind of stuff comes in when motherfuckers start trying to figure out what the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all gonna go meet or do it, what you gonna do or some shit like that. Because at a certain point, depending on where we are, we can't just go out like normal goddamn people. I have to be I ain't gonna say guided by hand, but you can't just be wandering off. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be wandering off. If we went to a festival or some shit like that, you have like nighttime shows and all this other shit. It's just big wide open ass area and all this other kind of stuff, and just can't do it. You can't be like, all right, if you got to go do something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be right here. You know, so or in this general area, you know what I'm saying, till you get back or whatever the fuck. I got a burrito in the air fryer. I'm hoping that damn thing is warm all the way through, because it's pretty goddamn thick. You know, stuff like that you gotta explain to people. You know what I'm saying? But and you know, as far as the conversations go, it don't ever get to that point. It don't get to the point to where me and whoever the fuck I run across online is actually talking about meeting. You know, rarely you even get a phone number or some shit like that, which, like I've said before, a lot of time those are red flags. Somebody throw out their phone number as soon as they in your inbox, I'm like, oh man, this ain't going nowhere. You're one of those folks. And that's just going by, and ain't really no nothing I could put that just kind of quantifies that. That's how it is. Anytime a woman throw her phone number out before y'all have even said anything in the goddamn inbox within the first 2-3 messages, and she putting her phone number out there to you, you know, you be thinking, oh shit, I got the phone number. Me, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get on the phone with her, and it's gonna be, because I have to make sure that when people start talking, did you read my profile? I have to every time. Did you read my profile? Because a lot of times people start talking, they'll ask me some shit that's in my profile. You didn't read my profile. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you didn't read it, which means you finna sit here and ask me 5, 6, 7, 8 questions that's right there that I don't want to explain, but the information is right there. I do it once I actually get in contact with somebody in the inbox. You know what I'm saying? Once we got a two-way going, I go and read their profile. Sometimes I go read their profile. I'm like, this is some bullshit. But, you know, that don't stop me from talking to them. I just know from reading their profile, you know, where to keep the conversation. Excuse me. Oh, that's what I use profile for, because a lot of times what's in the profile don't mean shit. I run across people whose profiles seem awesome. Those are usually the ones you don't talk to at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, everything seemed like it lined up when you read the profile and everything. You in the inbox, you know, blah, blah, blah. The conversation ain't going nowhere. You know? I'm like, how you manage to type a whole 3-4 paragraphs? Well, it depends on what dating app you're on. But, you know, you manage to type all that shit, at least 150 characters, and get in the inbox and can't type no more than 3 or 4. Everybody posts, that goes men and women alike. That shit fucks with everybody. And I always think of it as a woman thing to do, but apparently just going by my social media and shit like that, it's dudes out there doing the same thing with the, you know, shorthand stuff and all this other shit. Don't nobody like it. You know, don't nobody like getting a WYD. You know, don't nobody like getting a WYD. Unless that WYD is usually followed by some awesome shit. It's usually not. It's usually not. You get a WYD, it's because somebody's sitting around bored, ain't doing shit, and ain't about to do shit. I'm sorry, but I was compelled to shoot this video. And I'm hungry, sitting here eating shit that ain't gonna do nothing about my hunger. And I'm just realizing that I got my fucking headset on and the mic quality might be a little bit too it might be a little bit too in tune to be sitting here chewing on some crunchy ass chips. Anyway. So we dealing with that right now. That's what I'm dealing with. Ain't really messing with nobody. Ain't nobody messing with me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my personality where it is. I gotta make sure that I'm not. And you gotta make sure that you're doing that when you doing this whole thing. That you keeping yourself where you need to be, and you're not starting to sway on either side or whatever. Just to try to get in good with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just because I like to meet somebody, but I'm like, okay, I can run across some people that, but what do you, you know, I gotta know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as, excuse me. Not as far as relationship shit like that, but it's just like, what are we doing? You know, where are we going? Where are you? Because you know, it's funny that, you know, where I live, it's just like, okay, most people are way the fuck out somewhere else. Just where it is. You know, Houston is like that. You know, you run across people, everybody is 15, 20, 30 miles a goddamn way if you live in the middle of the fucking city. Just a couple days ago, I run across somebody. Yeah, hey, they say we just a few miles apart. I think that they say we like 4 miles apart or something like that, which means they live right around here somewhere. And yeah, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely shit. But I got motherfuckers from somewhere in goddamn Texas, you know what I'm saying, chatting up a fucking storm. That's usually how it go. If somebody way in Louisiana chatting up a fucking storm, I'm like, you know, I kind of appreciate the reaching out, but I'm like, you way out there. You way out there, right? Now, at the end of the day, that shit don't interest me at all. Because we can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't do shit. I'm not going out there where you at. You ain't coming out here. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, it's just like, you got it, you know, at that point, it ain't no potential for shit. You know, platonic or otherwise. I'm pretty much housebound or whatever, but I do need to know that I'll be able to see a motherfucker every once in a while. That ain't gonna happen when your ass is in another fucking state. It just ain't for the fucking happen. Or in another city. Unless your ass is down here in Houston on a regular ass basis and shit. Cause I ain't going to no fucking I ain't gonna be in Austin or San Antonio or Dallas no goddamn time soon. I damn sure happy for to be in one of these backwater ass places way off the fucking highway in the middle of fucking nowhere. I watch too much TV to even fuck with that shit. Now where you at? Where the map, man? Can't see where shit. But the highway is over here, and you way the fuck over here. Nah, hell nah.
That's not my business.
They got documentary shit written all over. I ain't trying to be in nobody's documentary because motherfuckers couldn't find my ass 20 years ago. Fuck that. So I'm trying to keep a positive attitude about this shit, and try to keep your don't give a damn levels not up here, but somewhere around here. The give a damn levels we need to be down here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because once you up here, you know what I'm saying, you don't give a damn levels. It spills out, you know what I'm saying, in your conversation. That's not good. You need to keep your don't give a damn levels down here somewhere to where it's in your head but not coming out your fucking mouth. Because you have to do that because you go through this shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It builds up. You're online with folks. They're chatting back and forth, but ain't nobody saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there chatting with one chick 3-4 days back and forth. She ain't saying shit. I ain't saying shit. You know why? Because she ain't saying shit. Ain't nobody saying that. And then when you try to say something, all you get is a oh okay or okay or some shit like that back. It's a pointless ass conversation. It's just ain't going nowhere. I don't know what the fuck you waiting on. And that goes for some shit I seen on Facebook. I'm in some Facebook groups. You know how they be just posting relationship and all that kind of shit. That shit made me sick to my stomach. But they were talking about some of these women, some in the, I don't know all these damn generations, but especially some of the young ones. And they don't just go for them. I'll tell you that right now. How they have no social skills. They don't know how to talk to people. A lot of them don't know how to do shit for themselves. A lot of them, all that shit, because they let, dudes kiss their ass and all this other shit. They've been doing it for so long. You got one of them pretty fine ass girls or whatever the fuck. They ain't never got to do a fucking thing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't a blanket over all women. And everybody knows somebody like this. You meet a motherfucker or you run across a woman that look good, but she dumb. You know what I'm saying? Won't be able to cook. She can't really do nothing but operate a goddamn phone. That's because she ain't had to do nothing. Dudes do everything for her. Dudes pay everything for her. She ain't never had to do shit for herself. Cash App stay loaded up. You know what I'm saying? Cash App stay the fuck loaded up. It's just, But when that shit dry up, what they gonna fucking do? Nothing. They hadn't done nothing for themselves. Everything else, they done got off of thirsty ass dudes trying to get some pussy. Now I've run across a couple. Well, I met some nice looking girls. And I'm just like, you fucking idiot. Hey, you're a fucking idiot. I'm thinking that in my head, but I'm looking at her like, you a fucking idiot. You know, I'm not one of those people. I'm sorry. It's hard enough for me to take care of my goddamn self. And for me to be out here playing sugar daddy and shit like that, I had to cut a whole bunch of shit off like that just because I thought I was. You know, because I'm kind of generous by nature. If I see people need help, I always try to help. But, you know, motherfuckers take advantage of that shit. And I just had to cut a bunch of that shit loose. I damn sure ain't trying to add it. I don't give a damn what we got going on. If I add that type of shit and I see it, I'm cutting it loose. Whatever you got going, you're gonna be stuck with it. You know, ooh, goddamn, man. Yeah, whatever it is, you're gonna be stuck with it. But that shit hit true when I read it on Facebook, and I was like, yeah, they don't have no social skills, none of that shit. They don't know how to deal with people because they never had to. They're only dealing with dudes that's trying to get something out of them and giving them every goddamn thing. No. So yeah, I don't fall into that category. At least now I don't. I might have at some point, not thinking about it, but I just, you know, I'm a dude, so that's kind of what we wired to do to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But definitely not these days. No. Once you get to the point where you got shit to lose, no, baby. I don't need what you got. You ain't finna get what I got. If you ain't already got what you need, then hey, I ain't the motherfucker for you. Cause I run across a lot of stuff, man. Just a lot of opinions come out when I be in them Facebook groups. I'm like, I want a man to lead. No, you don't want to do shit. That's what it comes down to. Don't start trying to hide behind the Bible because you tired of being a goddamn adult. Talking about you want a man to lead. No. You want a man to take care of you. Well, fact of the matter is, that ain't the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? It's not the world we live in. There's just as many women out there take care of men as it is men take care of women. Because you know why? We on the level playing field, or a more level playing field these days. And the way the world operates is that everybody's struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's not about whatever your moral code is or what you was raised to believe and all this other stuff. It's what you got to do to operate in the world you live in today. We not living 2,000-3,000 years ago. We not. You know, I'm not a religious person, but people always want to pull the Bible out their ass. Well, you know what? That Bible was for those people back then. You know, some lessons are timeless, but you got to keep it like that. You know, some lessons are timeless. Not all. You know what I'm saying? Not all. You can take some of that stuff out that book and make the best of it. A lot of that shit you got to throw the fuck away. People tend to try to overlook that shit. You can't just take the good with the bad. No, motherfucker. You take the good. You leave that other shit in there. Don't bring that shit to the rest of us out here. Which is just as prevalent now. You know what I'm saying? And not to turn this into no whole religious thing, but it's people to people. That's basically it. People were people way back then doing stupid, dirty, evil ass shit. And you know what? People are people now doing the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's why you can't fucking look at the news. But back to this whole dating thing. I saw, like I said, I see all these people, that I should match with. Well, I do match with a bunch of them. It's just that once you get in the inbox, they waiting on me. They waiting on me to do something, and I'm waiting on motherfucker to actually say some shit. So we just waiting on each other. We all waiting on our cue. And I am a reactionary conversationalist. I just said that, reactionary conversationalist. I can't say characterization, but I can say that shit. Every time I try to say characterization, I can say, oh man, get the fuck out of here. And I also have, I'm a reactionary conversationalist, which actually, which is a downfall of mine, which means I don't call people. I don't have shit that I want to talk about where I call folks. If I call somebody, I have an immediate need. I don't call people to sit there on a goddamn phone. I don't. I just fucking don't. And I have this thing I call appropriate appropriation, which means I don't go after shit if it ain't presented to me in some form. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't presented to me in some form, I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Appropriate appropriation. That means it has been, I go for it once it's been presented. Like, if you thirsty, you want something to drink, I got this right here. I'm not gonna ask you if you want none, but it's mine, But if somebody had this and I wanted it, and they was like, "That okay, I might grab it, and do that thing we used to do back in the day when you don't want to drink after nobody, but you do this shit, but really don't matter because they lips been all over it anyway." But anyway, yeah. That's appropriate appropriation. Means you don't go after shit that hasn't been offered to you to some degree. And that gets real difficult as you dealing with people, because everybody got their, it's a moving target you got to hit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my personality. That's something I figured out about myself, just living. Along with that reactionary conversationalist. It's just, that's me. I figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Along the way, I figured that shit out. And you have to operate accordingly. Every once in a while, you got to step out of your comfort zone. But I ain't gonna stay out of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I run across that type of shit, man, and I'm like, okay. Like online, I have to send messages. Well, that goes against appropriate appropriation, because I have to send messages just blindly to people. But that's just how dating apps work. It's a numbers game. You copy and paste as many people as you can and see who you get back. Like today, I was just like, shit. I was on one where you just swipe, you know what I'm saying? And fuck it, I just swiped right on some chick. I think it was some old Mexican lady or something. Didn't speak no English, no nothing. I like the picture. I was like, fuck it. Swipe right, match. I'm like, shit, she swiped on me. Oh shit. You get that every once in a while. Every once in a while you look at some shit and be like, especially like, me being a black guy. You don't want to sit there and just swipe on all black people. If you just one of those people that don't date black people, I mean, you can set your shit up to where it only show black folks, but mine ain't like that. I'm not locked in to only talking to people of one goddamn race. But it's like, okay, I swiped on that. More than likely, she not gonna speak English. That happens a lot on Badu. No matter if you match with somebody or not. I matched with somebody the other day and they messaged me back. No, it's Espanol. I don't speak Espanol, motherfucker. And it's kind of funny how you realize how many people was, you kind of expect that in the region I'm in. But goddamn, how many motherfuckers out here don't speak English? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, no English at all. I don't really, it irritates me. But at the end of the day, folks over here trying to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if I ended up anywhere else, even in fucking Mexico or some shit. It's just like I don't speak enough Spanish to do shit. I really don't. My whole job, if I end up in another goddamn non-English speaking country, is to find some motherfuckers that speak English. That's it. You know, that's it. Hell, down here, you run. If you go in certain parts of town around here, finding somebody to speak English might be a goddamn issue. You go over Northwood Mountain or Northside Mountain over there, I'm like, it's a bunch of Mexicans over there, like Mexicans, not the ones that born over here, not the first, second generation, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Nah, them little ones. Little ones, you know they hadn't been over here because they hadn't grown past 5 feet tall. Do you ever run across a and I'm not even making fun. It's just if you live down here or along the border, whatever the fuck, it's not the movie Mexicans that you used to looking at, you know, on TV and all this other stuff. I'm talking about the little 5 foot Mexicans, like the guy that cut my grass. I can't even. You know what? I don't know that dude's name. I got his name as the yard man in my phone, and he actually says he says my name kinda. I feel bad now. Anyway, him and his wife, they both. His wife looked like she probably about 4'11". He looked like he about 5'2". Little short motherfucker too. It just you go to the gas station, you be standing in line behind motherfuckers. Little grown ass Mexican man is up in the middle of my chest. Head is in the middle of my chest, and he ain't no midget either. He like regular proportion, but he just small as fuck. They don't never speak no English. It's like they don't, once you cross the border, you don't grow up like that. You know, even if they was to come over here and have kids, their kids would look like that. Their kids would grow up like normal Americanized people. You got these 2 5 foot ass parents, and then you sitting over there like 5'6" or some shit, and you just you average height, but you like way over your goddamn parents. It's weird. And you run across a few of those on Badu too, because usually for some reason I always look at the height. Height don't really matter, but I always look at it. Like a lot of people look at zodiac signs. I give 2 shits about zodiac signs, but I always look at the height. Height don't matter, but I look at it. And like on Badu, it's a bunch of Hispanic, man, you run across a whole bunch of sub 5 foot. It was one that said she was 4'3". You know, if you look at the little thing, I was like, did she fill that out right? It say 4'3". I gotta see that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, and it happens, you see a bunch of pictures and shit, you know, depending on the angle of the pictures, motherfuckers had they'll put their height of them like sitting down in the chair, which I ain't making fun of, but I've seen it done. Motherfucker might be 5 foot or 4'11" or 4'10" or whatever, but that's the height they are sitting in the chair because they in a wheelchair or some shit. And it's like I said, some shit you need to get clarification on, goddamn it. But it said she was 4'3". Yeah, and I've seen midgets on there before, like on a regular dating app. I know they got whole sites and other shit with midgets. It's whatever. But I've seen a few legit midgets or small people, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I've seen them like a regular profile. Hell, I message them like I message anybody else, and of course I don't get no messages back from that shit. Don't get no messages back from that. Fine ass midget too. Not no ugly ones either. Sometimes you'll see some shit, you be like, that's fake. Yeah, that was a real profile. It just, you know her shit is full. You know fucking dudes are. You know that goddamn inbox is full. No way in hell she'd be able to reply to all that goddamn shit. At this point I'm just goddamn talking. Ain't nothing going on. Other than what I just said, but that's regular everyday dating shit. Me dealing with folks and they stupid ass quirkins and all kind of shit like that. Motherfuckers want to talk about vision and all that, all that type of shit. I'm like, it's a lot of stuff that can be discussed, but it's not some shit I want to relive, you know? Yeah. It's just like somebody messaged me the other day when we was messaging, and I was like, well, how's it going with you today? Well, I lost a good friend today. You know, I'm out the conversation at that point. I ain't got shit to say. I replied, but it took a long time for me to reply because it would have been rude just to not say nothing. It's just like, I was like, well, you know, times can be hard at times. And that's all I can say. I don't have, when folks dealing with stuff like that, I don't have shit to say. I don't. At least nothing productive that they want to hear. It's just like, I don't know you well enough to be trying to console you and shit like that. I don't know you or the person who passed away today. You know, all I can say is times can be hard at times, and leave it at that. And, you know, that's all the fuck I can say. And it took a long time for me to come up with that, for me to actually come up with something to actually say that sound like I had something to say. You know what I'm saying? Instead of not replying or just putting like, oh, okay. Like most people would have did. Oh, okay. Or put some empty ass condolences in there or some shit like that. I'll be praying for you. That type of stuff. Fuck out of here with that, man. Like for real, get the fuck out of here with that. Motherfucker, I'll pray for you. When they come time them start praying, you the furthest thing from their goddamn mind. They praying about bills and their kids or whatever the hell else they got going on. But what else? I guess that's it. I don't have nothing else to talk about. On a dating side of shit, it's dry. I have tried to lighten up the conversation quite a bit, but it ain't light enough for most people, and it's not heavy enough for most people. Folks be wanting some shit of more shit of substance, some shit like that. But I'm like, ain't really shit for me to talk about. It's as far as that's concerned, because if you start bringing up social issues and you might bring up some shit about maybe religion or politics or something, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care enough to talk about it. I might be aware of some shit, but like I was on a video chat with somebody a good while ago, and they started bringing up the shit about the police brutality things. She lived in 2 of the cities where that shit happened. She lived in a city where one of the girls got shot by the police. Is it Breonna Taylor? I think it was. She said she lived there when it happened. She ended up moving. I don't know what the timeline is on all this stuff, but I think she said she was in the city, you know, when that happened. And then she ended up moving to Minnesota, and she was in the city. She was in Minneapolis when George Floyd got choked out by the police. You know, she tried to start a whole conversation. No, I don't want to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had, you know what I'm saying? I see the shit on the news. You know what I'm saying? I see all the shit. I haven't had that problem. You know, I haven't had that problem. I live here in Houston. I haven't had that goddamn problem. I've seen motherfuckers get shot by the goddamn police that I think that didn't need to get shot by the police. They wasn't black. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was a white motherfucker that ended up getting shot. I ain't gonna say it would never when no black people get shot down. It's just that at that time, because I think it was a time where a black dude got shot by police, but I think he was running. He had actually done something. You know what I'm saying? He had actually done something. But it was two. I know one white guy got shot, but he had actually done something. And then you got some motherfuckers that the Mexican dude that they shot him the fuck up that they didn't need to fucking shoot. And then there was some cases down here where the police got fucked over. So, you know, I'm in a spot personally to where I see all the shit on both sides. It ain't just black folks, and it ain't just the police. It's just, you know, it's whatever. I'm down here, especially during this time. I'm like, it's all kind of shit going on around here. I gotta sit in my house with my shotgun pointed at my fucking door, just in case a motherfucker come up here that got ill intent. All I gotta do is hand on the trigger. Is already pointed at the door. I will take your kneecap right the fuck off. You know, it's just, and it's like I say, I got news break on my phone, and it's just every day. It's like all this shit is happening that you ain't even aware of. You know, if you ain't keeping track of the goddamn news, it's just ongoing all the fucking time. There's always people out here doing shit. I don't want to talk about it. It's like, it's happening. I'm not Batman. I'm not gonna be out there trying to stop the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not part of some organization that's out here trying to court all the shit. Stop it. Just, it's not a point of conversation, especially if we meeting and shit, you know, in this here dating meeting service environment here. That's not some shit I want to talk about. You know, it's a whole bunch of other stuff we could fucking talk about other than how many people the police done goddamn killed or some shit like that. You know, it's just, can't we talk about something pleasant? You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, that might be pleasant to them. It ain't for me. That's a whole lot of shit I find pleasant, but a lot of that ain't appropriate for first conversations. So I gotta put that shit to the goddamn side. We're like, what you want to talk about? Yeah, we gonna put a fork in that until later on, and then we gonna have some damn good talks about that shit. We're gonna see what the fuck really going on. Goddamn it, shit. Anyway, that's it. I'm finna get the hell out of here. I ain't finna go no goddamn well. I'm tired of playing my game. I need to put something on the TV, and I need to clean up. So I might start browsing through my thirst. What the hell is a streaming service? Streaming service. Streaming services. Find me something to put on the tube and enjoy the rest of this night. So I'm gonna catch y'all later.